Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is 4:04 a.m. Sunday, August 25th, 2013. Here doing some Series 2 upgrades. I just did Series 2 Zook. Had trouble with that one a while back, this new recording session not dropping as many frames. That said, earlier today recorded some sweet throwback SSA battle tournament footage with my nephew. Should have that up probably before you see this. That said, this is going to be part 155. We're going to begin our Series 2 magic upgrades, if you will. Basically, we have three, core ones. We've got Double Trouble, Spyro, and Wrecking Ball. They were the three repos. Then we do have Series 2 Royal Double Trouble, even though he's in Series 1 Double Trouble's pose. Looks great. He is freakishly fast, it seems, at upgrading. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do some research with him box stock for a while. Not quite sure if I'm going to upgrade him immediately after this or if I'm going to kind of hold off and play around a little bit. I'd originally thought of using him as my heroic challenge guy, the one that box stock goes through, does everything. May not do that just because I'm curious to see if he continues to upgrade at an insane pace. That said, his pose, the repos I should say, I'm not a big fan of. I really liked the Series 1 pose. The Series 2 pose, it's pretty good detail. I'll give it that. I'm just personally not a fan of it. It's one of those ones, there's not a whole lot more you could do short of having him like mid-air doing a magic bomb, which now that I think about it, that would be a killer Series 3 pose. You could even make a light core out of that. That would be pretty flippin' sweet. If they do that, I'm totally taking credit for it. It's just stuff that pops in my head at 4 in the morning. That said, the good news is, I'm kind of particular about this stuff with his Series 2 repos. He's got the little double that he's conjured up. Ties in perfectly with the upgrade path we didn't take in SSA. We took Channeler there. Now if I take Conjuror with this Series 2 repos, it makes perfect sense. It kind of worked that way with Sonic Boom too. Took Siren Griffin in SSA, and then her Series 2 pose, had the baby Griffin, so I took Media Griffin. Worked out perfect, for the upgrade path, so pretty happy about that. That said, I want to come in here. This is actually Series 1 Double Trouble. Probably remember him just cleaning house in Dragon's Peak with actually, I think, no upgrades done. It was ridiculous. That said, I really like Double Trouble. I know there's some people that don't. I think he's a great character. Want to come in here. I'm going to read all these off to you with Persephone, but what I want to focus on here is these top three. This is his Channeler upgrade path. It begins Extended Eldritch Beam. Eldritch Beam has longer range and does extra damage. Don't underestimate that. It is a huge asset. Magical Cataclysm. Magic bombs do increase damage. This is a big one. And then Magic Armageddon. You can tap Z, and you'll do one magic bomb. If you hold Z, you actually fire off, I believe, 3 of them. Then of course his Soul Gem, Water Walker, he can fly over water. Nothing too amazing there damage wise. Of course now Series 2 he's going to have a Wow Pow on top of that. That said, this bottom area here, that's Conjuror, that's what we're going to cover. I'll just go ahead and read it here. It begins with pronunciation question mark imbue construct, I guess. Shoot an exploding double. I guess that means with the Eldritch Beam, and it increases in size and damage. I actually kind of like that concept. Rocket powered doubles. Exploding doubles launch themselves at enemies and do extra damage. And then Spirit Construct. Exploding doubles, I guess that's already the upgraded form, form automatically when enemies are defeated, kind of like crystals with Prison Break type situation. This does sound better than I remember it. That said, I'm a huge fan of his Channeler path. I'm thinking that's going to stay the same. That's a pretty sweet screenshot there. That's it. This one doesn't sound too bad. It'll be interesting. Plus, like I said, and I'm very particular with this stuff, it fits in perfectly with his repo, so I'm going to call it a win-win. Going to go ahead and back out of here. I'll go ahead and showcase this to you. Pay attention. Let me try. That triggered the camera angle I wanted again. I did that in Zook's Part 154, I had that funky angle, and then when I came into that trap door, it kind of got it straightened out. Anyway, I'm going to stand basically as far back as I can go, and pay attention. I'm just going to hold A down, and we'll see how far the Eldritch Beam goes. You get the idea. I mean, basically, from this puddle, he can reach the stair rails. Now, what's important here, I'm going to have him face you. I'm going to tap the Z button. That's called the magic bomb. It does incredible damage. If you hold Z, I think it's 3 of them. I'll try to count again. Yeah, 3. That is a very, very, very handy attack there. That said, that's what Channeler looks like, and what we're going to focus on, though, is Series 2 and Conjuror.
Boom shakalaka.
Okay. I've had issues with him losing money. I got him, again, right after Zooks. I went in and I got him up to 11,520. I pulled him off multiple times. He stayed there. I'm glad to see that's the case. 11,520 is what you need to fully upgrade a Series 2 Skylander. That'll get you the base upgrades, the path, meaning 3 of the 1 path, not 2. Then the Soul Gem and the Wow Pow. If you want the other path, it'll be another 4140. That said, let's go ahead and I'll show you what his... Let me just start back here like I did. This will be the Eldritch Beam. You get an idea. Standing at this puddle, he's not getting near the range that he had with it prior. His secondary attack, I should say, that's the back side of the double. Let me try to get him to face you. There you go. It's basically just a little miniature, and right now you can't shoot him or do anything. If you press B, that one disappears, this one reappears, or is conjured, I should say. To get better detail on the upgrades, we're just going to come in here again to save time. I'll read them with Persephone. It kind of saves you from the redundancy. Look at the detail, though. I mean, he's one of the characters. He looks just like his pose. Granted, this is more Series 1 than Series 2, but right there, I mean, you kind of get an idea what the Series 2 pose looks like. It's got the double. He's just conjured right up. But the backside detail on him has always impressed me. Anyway, skip it. Upgrade. First upgrade. Arcane Eldritch Beam. Eldritch Beam attack does increase damage. I think these gradually change colors as well. Cost is 300. Of course, we're gonna grab it. You can already tell just with the smoke coming off the carpet. You can hear it too. Second upgrade is Conjure Unstable Double. Exploding doubles do increased damage. That's a nice little touch there. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. Cost 420. Alright, like he said. So there's that. You can kind of see they glow a little different. It's almost like an acid green on the skirt now. Also note that mask on the Series 2 repos, this is what it's based off of. It's not the box stock, it's actually this one. And then I assume it kind of stays that way. Summon a Magic Bomb as tertiary attack is upgrade number 3 fittingly. Press Z to summon a Magic Bomb. Cost is 540. This one well worth it in my opinion.
Booga booga looking gooba.
Note the different color. I mean, this one's like dark yellow, dark blue. I kind of like that. But you saw what it was fully upgraded down Channeler. So now we get his final base upgrade, which is Advanced Construct Techniques. Have up to 3 exploding doubles active at any given time. This, of course, is a big asset. That said, down Channeler, he's so good, I don't think that I've ever really used that, in all honesty. This time around I will, because he'll be going down Conjuror. But speaking of that, Channeler, further develop your Eldritch Beam and Magic Bombs. Again, you saw that I showcased on the deck of the ship. Awesome path. I'll give this one a fair shake, but it's going to be hard for me to think that anything's better. That said, this one could be great too. It's Conjuror. Further develop your skills with exploding doubles. That's what we're going to do. It fits the pose. Again, if you can make the decision there, do it. You save a cutscene with the Series 2s. Order the perks. Number 1, if you like the character, it's a repos. Number 2, you can switch upgrade paths. That means you don't have to reset your characters, etc. And number 3, you get a WoW Pal, which we're going to check out later. That said, what do we just buy? Oh, we can have 3 of these guys. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. They're telling the truth, although they are kind of like chittery chattery, right, stacked together. Take my word, there's 3 of them. First upgrade path down Conjuror is going to be Imbue Construct. Shoot an exploding double, and it increases in size, and then I assume deals more damage is what they mean there. Cost is 1020. Okay, issue now is going to be to get this thing far enough away from... Whoa, that's like bigger than us. I did not anticipate that. I thought they meant it would be like just a tiny increase, and that's like freakishly large. That's kind of cool. Okay, now you can see all 3 of them. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know what it's going to do damage-wise, but we will find out. Second, yeah, this will be the second one. That kind of caught me off guard there. Second one down Conjuror is called Rocket Powered Doubles. Exploding doubles launch themselves at enemies and do extra damage. Cost 1320. Again, I told you when I read through these, this sounds better than I remember. So far, it's looking better than I thought it would too. But let's just see. I guess we need an enemy to see that. And the cool thing here, if you just enter freak out mode and you're pressing buttons trying to kill enemies and not die, if you do spawn some of these guys down this path and you're just using the Eldritch Beam and you accidentally like hit them, it's a good thing, you know. So keep that in mind if you're like a panic player or something. That said, the final upgrade down Conjuror is called Spirit Construct. Exploding doubles form automatically when enemies are defeated. This to me is probably going to be the highlight of this path, because you can be running through, say that you hate the path or something, or you just big fan of the magic bomb or the Eldritch Beam or whatever you're doing. Anytime you kill somebody, you've got a double formed. I don't know if they're going to max you out at 3 or if this would override that cap. But it'll come in handy, and then you can, you know, say that you are killing people. Doubles form, and then as you continue to spam the Eldritch Beam, you could hit one of these, double the size, double the damage, you know. Should be interesting. Cost is 1800. Again, I can't really showcase that to you, you know, but... learning lesson here, the 5400 that you see, that's exactly the cash that you need for the Soul Gem and the WoW Pal. You learned something at 4:17 in the morning. Probably already knew that, but again, if you have the 20 Wing Sapphires, 3,000 for the WoW Pal, 2,400 for the Soul Gem, combined total 5,400. So when he's said and done, he will have nothing. What can you do? Main thing is he's upgraded, so, you know. That said, Water Walker can fly over water. Again, I can't really showcase this to you, but it is what it is. He can go over water, so pretty self-explanatory there. Crazy thing is, like, he doesn't get any health back when he does that. He doesn't, you know, regenerate anything. It's just kind of like you can cross water, literally. So, you know, some of the magic, I think Voodoo and Wrecking Ball, I think they both regenerate health under certain circumstances. Voodoo, I mean, Double Trouble does not, but he can cross water, which that's kind of cool. I feel like water was a bigger deal in SSA. I mean, like almost every level had water, and you'd have to like switch to a water Skylander to explore. And then of course, once you could fly with some of the characters, it was like, ha, you know, I'm Whirlwind and I don't have to switch. But Stump Smash, you know, Double Trouble, there were guys that could also do the same thing. This time around, though, in Giants, I kind of feel like it was just like, you know, that's trouble to put that. I don't know what the logic was, but there's still areas you can do it. It's just not near as prevalent as it was in SSA. Gonna go ahead and upgrade here. This is the big one. This is the Wow Pal. What's the number one reason you buy a Series 2? Is it to switch paths? No, it's to get the Wow Pal. The Wow Pal is called Triple Trouble. The Eldritch Beam splits off into 3 separate beams when it locks onto an enemy. I'm assuming this is going to be like a Y effect. I don't really know. Again, this is still blind to me. I don't watch other people's videos or anything. What I'd imagine is if I hit, say, a Shadow Knight, I would picture like 2 extra beams coming off from that point and maybe locking on to someone else or hitting whatever's nearby. We'll try to get a feel for it. It's going to be hard to evaluate this path, I feel like, in one heroic challenge. That's it. He's almost level 9. He has no money, but he is fully upgraded, and I suppose that's all that matters. So, his magic bomb looks like this. That's a tertiary attack. His Eldritch Beam, that's the extent of it. Note it doesn't have the range. It probably won't deal the damage, but should still be. I mean, box stock, his Eldritch Beam can decimate pretty much anything you want it to. That said, now we can do this and make them big, and then we can have 3 of them at once and make them all big and hopefully do a lot of damage. I guess we're going to find out. No water here for me to showcase anything to you, and we don't have a way for me to demonstrate anything else here. Again, what I like to do is lighten your odds heroic challenge in Giants. Why? Because it's close to the start, there's a lot of enemies. The way it's divided, I can actually kind of set things up and we can get like solid numbers on the attack points and stuff. So this one, again, there's so much going on down this path, it might be hard for me to evaluate, but I will do my best. It may push the constraints of the time if I do that, but you know, I'm not as concerned with completing it as I am knowing what we get with each upgrade type deal. So we're gonna go ahead and head into fight teleport.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's go ahead. I feel like this area actually might be better suited to the... Oh, sorry, that was a magic bomb. I meant to conjure the double. So go get the enemy. Holy 33? You gotta be kidding me. Let's try that again. Wait. I'm gonna try to shoot him before he takes off. Okay, now. 49? Good lord. Why did no one tell me the damage number on this? Okay, Eldritch Beam time. 15. And, oh, and then this is pretty awesome. So note that when I kill enemies with the Eldritch Beam, this does 15 damage, then an exploding double will form. I'll make it big, and it's going to attack and do 49 damage. That's pretty crazy when you get right down to it. I mean, it's kind of like Ghost Roasters or Cinder, you know, when you got the enemies working for it. Let's do a magic bomb to this guy. Well, that didn't do anything. 50. And this, keep in mind wow, they're like killing everything. Good lord. Keep in mind what I was saying is the magic bomb, that's all there is to it. I mean, it's not upgraded at all. This is quite interesting. Okay, I need a lot of enemies here so I can, don't blow up. I want to try and see the Wow Pal.
A teleporter has appeared.
Good grief. The issue here, I don't know that I can showcase the Wow Pal to you, really. Okay, I saw it right there. When I just tapped the A button, you might have seen it like train off a little bit. Man, this is impressive. Okay, now watch. Wait. Let me get over here, and I'm gonna just hit one of these guys, and then you can hear that like little. That's actually what's doing it. Watch this.
1 minute remaining. A A teleporter has appeared.
Now I'll kill you with a big one. Hilarious. I should probably pick up the pace here. I am a bit I did not anticipate this kind of damage. It's going to take some time to get used to this path, because you're going to have to get used to not having to kill enemies, you know? Like, it does it for you. I think I may have time. This might be stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway. That got botched because the computer was going to bed. I mean, you know, sleeping. This will be cutting it close, but I think we'll make it. Okay. Now I want to see here if I can tap in. Separate yourselves, please. Okay, I think you could see it there. I've gotten it to go a few times. Right now I just kind of need to do nothing. I set that one up. Those guys were right behind me. Nearly ran out of time, but we didn't. So that path was actually way better than I anticipated. The magic bomb did 50, and it was box stock, you know, just your base upgrade. The Eldritch Beam didn't do much damage, but it was 15. Then with the Wow Pow, it can, you know, split, which it was really hard to showcase that. I think there were maybe 3 or 4 times you could see it just kind of like tee off. Didn't really have anything to hit, but it did happen. What was more impressive, the rocketing doubles did 33 damage on their own, untouched. You just conjure one, it shoots off at an enemy, 33. If you hit it with the Eldritch Beam before it hits the enemy, 49. So you've got 33, basically 15 on your primary, 33 to 49 on the secondary, 50 on the tertiary. That is slaughterhouse territory, basically. So, pretty impressed there with Double Trouble's Conjuror path. That said, Eldritch Beam still, for me, might be better. You know, this is where I'd like to take my Series 1 in there and showcase that to you, but anytime I've done that lately, it's like totally ruined the video. It like drops hundreds of frames. I don't know what the deal is, but here lately I hadn't been dropping anything, you know, yesterday and today. That said, wow, Conjuror, very impressed with that one. I'll say this on Double Trouble: if you don't know which path to take, I don't think you can take a bad one. I think it'll come down to like individual play style and preference, you know. If you prefer like Sonic Boom's upgrade path with Media Griffin, if you're into that sort of thing, by all means take that path. If you're kind of more for the solo, or you just really like the magic, if you're a big fan of the magic bomb, take Channeler. If you just spam the Eldritch Beam, take Channeler. But if you like to kind of explore the character a bit more, or if you're a big fan of like the double side of things, again like a la Sonic Boom, go ahead and take Conjuror. But again, main thing I learned, I don't think he's got a bad path at all. I think they're both really good. Again, I would go in and do the Series 1 Double Trouble, but I'm afraid it would drop frames and that would like ruin this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. This was part 155, upgrading Series 2 Double Trouble. We took him down the Conjuror upgrade path, which again was way better than I anticipated. Again, you know, I came in and I read them off to you there at the beginning, and you probably heard me say, man, you know, that sounds better than I remember. I did not anticipate it would be that cool and that functional in the game. Very impressed there. I think if my nephew, next time we play Battle Mode, I might see what that does. You know, again, I wish there was a single player battle mode. I could do all kinds of really cool stuff, but as is, it'd be like really boring, turn by turn, me versus me. I'd always win, I'd always lose, you know the drill. But wow, I mean, that was way better than I anticipated. That said, I'm still just a huge Eldritch Beam fan, and again, I've done a ton of stuff with a completely box stock double trouble that many fully upgraded Skylanders have trouble with, and I mean that's just me using the Eldritch Beam, no upgrades at all. So I've got a lot of respect for the guy now. I have more respect. Also, like I said, at the beginning, this pose it ties in with Conjuror way better than it does, Channeler. So that makes me happy, and now that Conjuror I know is a pretty freaking awesome path, I feel even better about it. So would I have any hesitation recommending this one? No. Again, my personal official stance on it, go with your personal play style. I mean, that's going to be ultimately what dictates it. Already covered that, but again, just kind of recap it. I'll try to get some damage numbers for you with my upgraded Series 1, or maybe when I do Royal or something, we'll see what that does. That would actually be the way to do it. When I upgrade Royal Double Trouble, that's when I'll go into Lightning Rod's Heroic, and we'll kind of see the damage he does. Then you can go head-to-head number-wise, maybe that, if you think, man, that was a sweet path, or something. For some of you, the damage points might be what sways you, so whenever I upgrade a Royal Double Trouble, I'm going to take him down Channeler. I'm still going to stick to that, but that'll be where we can see some good head-to-head numbers. You can just compare the two videos, pick your path. That said, it is now 4:30 in the morning. I'm really not tired, but I should probably go to bed. I still have probably like half the town's flowers to water in Animal Crossing. Probably just like 15-20 minutes or something. Got 2 new badges today, on that note, if anyone cares. But that's about it there. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the night. Next recording, I don't know that I'll do Royal Double Trouble. I may still borderline about exploring within box stock. That said, I will leave a spot. 156 will be reserved for Royal Double Trouble. 157 I'll upgrade Series 2 Spiral. 158 we will upgrade Series 2 Wrecking Ball. I'll take him down the Ultimate Spinner, which I've yet to get to experience firsthand. So that'll be pretty cool. I've heard good things about it. Box stock Ultimate Spinner. Not Ultimate Spinner, but his roll attack, B, secondary, whatever you want to call it. Just 35-ish, I think, which is ridiculous. Will be interesting to see what happens when that's upgraded. Plus, if I remember right, I think his WoW POW is a disco ball, which even if it does nothing, I'm going to enjoy. So anyway, that's what we've got coming up. 156 Royal Double Trouble, Series 2 Spiral, and 157 Wrecking Ball, 158. Then of course we'll go ahead and enter into the tech characters, which I've got to get money for. Which that's the part I dread. But nonetheless, man, this path was way better than I anticipated. I'm going to have some fun with it, and eventually I'll get my final thoughts up in a video or a blog post or something for you, see if I can't help people out. But questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube. For a quicker response, I suggest you use the blog, oneofwisdom.com. Again, that link at the top of the video description box will take you to a post dedicated entirely to Series 2 Skylanders upgrade path. So reference material, what do you need to do, yada yada, you can find all of that there. There's tons of polls on the right hand side. Be sure to check those out and vote. Make sure to subscribe, that way you can stay up to date with everything that's going on, all the latest videos. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back here for Royal Double Trouble in part 156.